Hey YouTube, this is Nathendo145 here, and today I'm here to give you my review on the PS Vita. So, I've been playing it a lot today, and it's actually really good. I mean, I don't have any physical games for it right now, but I did buy a game today that was specifically a download, and it was called Tabletop Racing. Let me turn this on and show you what the PS Vita is like. Now, I know this is a failed system, I'll give you that. Actually failed miserably compared to the 3DS. But it is still a great system. It even does have a touchscreen and has some of the features implemented from the DSi and 3DS. Alright, let me just make a good camera adjustment here, sorry. Alright, here's a good camera angle where I can actually put both of my arms here. Alright, so this is basically how the PS Vita menu is so far for myself anyway. I have two different colors on here. I'll show you how you can make two different colors on your menu in case you don't know how. But the idea for this is actually really cool. As you can see, it has videos, music, and photos, or camera really. And you actually can load photos and music onto an SD card with your DSi and 3DS. Except for this, it actually uses proprietary cards, similar to micro SD cards, but they're proprietary to the PS Vita, which is, I think, one of the things that pissed many people off about the Vita and partially why it failed, because people couldn't use SD cards. But I mean, it's kind of a pain to download the music on here anyway, because for some reason my computer doesn't support it well. So I can definitely understand why people were angry about it. But still, it is still a good system in terms of games, I guess. But let me go back to here. So I think the idea of just doing this to close something on the menu is actually pretty cool. I'll give them that. But in order to change the menu, this actually feels similar to like an iPhone or an iPad in the sense of the menu here. But you can actually change separate colors of your menu with this button here. You can change separate colors in the portion of your menu, which is pretty cool. So I'm gonna get out of this. Come on, how do I get out? There we go. And it actually does support Bluetooth too, just like an iPhone would. It actually does feel a little bit like an iPhone or an iPad or something of that sort. There's actually a PS Vita out there. I'm pretty sure this doesn't have it, but I'm pretty sure there's a PS Vita out there that has an OLED screen, I think, which is pretty cool, but I don't know if I'm going to get around to getting that. And the PS Store is actually still open for both the PS Vita and PS3. So, yeah, the Content Manager is what you need to install on your computer to be able to use the music and photos and stuff. And that is what my computer doesn't really support well. But I'm gonna, actually, I forgot to mention the web browser on here. It's actually much better than the web browser for the DSi and 3DS, where those are just pretty slow. Not so much the 3DS, but the DSi, definitely. But the web browser actually is pretty good on here, and it loads YouTube pretty well, and I'm doing it that way since, they removed YouTube from the store even before the PS Vita discontinued, which is definitely strange. They removed it back in 2015. But still, I'm going to give you an idea of Tabletop Racing in case you never played it before. I used to play it on Android Mobile many, many years ago. 6 years ago at least. And now I'm playing it on a console. And now it's actually pretty much 10 years from when this game came out. So let's click start and I'll give you an idea. Alright, this is it. There's a garage where you can change the look of your car. My car is an ice cream truck, an orange ice cream truck. This is what it looks like. There's Let's Race network so that you can play with players and options. I'm going to show you the Let's Race. There's championships, which I have played a little bit of the first one, which is called Twin Cam Challenge. So I have to get used to the fact that it's not buttons to control this. It never was for what I used to play it on anyway, but it's never buttons to control it. You have to use the touchscreen. And then there's drift events, special events, and quick race. I've primarily been playing the quick race, and the races are actually pretty cool. You can actually choose to play the race backwards or forwards. That's actually how much these races are capable of doing. And I'm going to give you a general idea of one of the races. I'll use Toys R Sleep as an example. So let's play that. This one basically is pretty much the idea of, you know what? I'll play a different one, because why not? And this one looks a bit child friendly. Not to say that I dislike the race itself, but the idea is basically Toy Story, but I definitely do like Toy Story. Except it's not toys coming to life, but it is just Toy Story, Toys R Sleep, obviously. But I feel like the name, especially the other race, Toys R You, I have that feeling that it just comes from the idea of Toys R Us, the name of the race anyway. Alright, so I'm going to show you the race Beach Buggies, which is actually a more cooler one. It's, I'll give you guys the location here. Alright. So you have to hold the X button in order to accelerate. And use the R button to use your object that you get. So I think of it like Mario Kart, kind of. I actually have played this longer than I've played this before I actually played Mario Kart. Not on this console, though, but still. This doesn't necessarily use real vehicles, but I do like the idea of this game. And now it's pretty much 10 years ago, this month anyways, it started being 10 years ago from when this game released. Oh, that was close. I'm gonna stop for a second and make a better camera angle here, so that you can see the screen better. Whenever you're not racing, the only control option is the touchscreen. Alright, I'll play the rest of this race. I'll do all 3 laps. And now I'm going to try and see it not from the device, but from my camera here. And I do like the music here. There's cool music for every single racetrack, basically. Ooh, that was close. Alright, we did it. We got all 3 stars. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna zoom out. Alright, so that's basically that. Alright, so that's basically the game I have so far for the PS Vita. And the rest of the PS Vita is just pretty self-explanatory. It's a very cool system in my opinion. I don't think it deserved all the failure because it definitely has some benefits. And the store is still open if you guys still want to get things. And they haven't even announced a closure date for the PS3 and Vita store yet. Obviously the PS4 is still being produced for, but I think. And then the PS Vita is just left behind, so. Because it failed against the 3DS, because the Nintendo is basically the one who dominates the handheld market. But that doesn't mean I wouldn't like the PS Vita. I do still have a passion for it. And that's why I wanted to give you this review and gameplay on this system. So thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. And turn on notifications, obviously. And stay tuned for more exciting videos from Nathendo 145.